Plaintiff Tiara Williams says she met the defendant in 7th grade, and when they were ready to move out on their own, they decided to become roommates. Tiara claims while living together, the defendant constantly had men in and out of their home, and Tiara is suing her today for an unpaid judgment. Defendant Brandy Burns says Tiara is a liar, and she only had 2 men in their place during the entire time they lived together. Brandy claims she moved out because if Tiara and her boyfriend weren't having loud arguments, they were having loud sex. Brandy denies owing for anything.
Start with you.
Okay, well, first let me say I am a big fan. I know my mom, she wants me to tell you hi, so I am telling you hello for her.
All right,
So,
what's her name?
Tawana.
All righty.
Yes.
Hi, Tawana, if you're watching today.
Okay, well, me and Brandy, we started off as friends since about the 7th grade. To fast forward to 2013 of the summer, we had decided, we got a little more acquainted. So we kind of decided, well, hey, we're friends. We like to hang out. Our mom is getting on both of our nerves, so let's move out together. So we decided to sign our lease in November of
How old are you ladies?
I am 20 years old.
You
20.
as well? All right, so at what age did your mom start getting on your nerves so
At
much
about
so
14,
that you had to move?
but...
Stop. Go ahead.
So once we signed our lease, from there it kind of just was like a nightmare. It started going downhill. She would have like guys that would come in and out of the house from time, and it just was like getting too much to the point like where I would feel, well,
A lot of different guys?
It was a few, yeah. It was
you
about
didn't
a couple.
know?
I knew like 2, but the other ones I had no idea who they were. So that's when I started to get uncomfortable because it's like I can't even go to the bathroom how I want to go because I'm scared a man's gonna come out. So I had a little problem with that, and it also got to the point to where some girls came over to the house looking for her. Like I told her, if you want to do what you want to do, you go ahead, but don't bring them here. I just don't really want them knowing where we stay.
Looking for her to start some mess. I
Yes,
mean,
pretty
they
much.
weren't coming there to play cards.
No, they came to the door like, well, where's Brandy? And I'm like, whoa, she's not here. May I relay a message for her? Well, no, you can't relay no message. You're not Brandy. Let her know to stop messing with my boyfriend. I said, all right, I will let her know.
And when you mention these things to her, what did she say?
She got a little, when she came back, because she was gone for a couple of hours, she came back and she didn't really believe me. So she was with the friends, she was a little
When
more...
you mentioned the guys to her, what would she say? Did you ever
She
say,
said
this
she would
is a
slow
little
it
too
down.
much? Huh?
She said she would slow it down,
Okay.
but I didn't really see a change.
And so when she came back and you told her about the ladies, what did she say?
She was a little upset. I don't know if she didn't believe me, but she got a little bit belligerent with me. So then I get belligerent back, and we had like a verbal argument. The friend that was with her...
When was this?
This was...
Month and year, if you can recall, or
January
the season and year?
January of 2014, beginning of January.
Okay.
And
Let me go to her, and then I'll come back to you for some more specifics. Let me hear from you, young lady.
Your Honor, she is lying. It was only 2 guys over there. One guy was the one that helped me move in.
It was about 4.
The second guy...
2 different guys coming over regularly?
No, the first one came, helped me moved in, and then that was it. We chilled with him, we smoked with him, kept it moving.
Once?
Yes, once.
No.
Once when I first moved in.
And the other guy, okay,
The other guy.
And did she ever approach you about what she's saying today about
she was
guys?
kicking it with us.
Okay,
No.
this is the first time you've heard her complain about guys.
She didn't even complain.
All right, that's what I'm saying. She never mentioned it to you before.
Exactly.
This is the first time you're hearing it?
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you what you need to do. You need to stop all that neck wringing and turning your ear. Is something wrong with you?
No.
You need some medical attention?
No.
Well, stop that and talk to me respectfully
Okay.
before I throw you out.
Okay.
Go ahead. Now, what about the other thing that she mentioned to you, or if she did, about girls coming to look for you? I see why.
Your
Go
Honor,
ahead.
nobody
If you
knew.
talk to them like that, yeah, they did come to look for you.
No, Your Honor, the girl she was talking about, I don't even know the girls. Because
But they did come to look for you.
No, they did not. I don't believe
What
her.
girls are you
not
referring to then?
These 2 girls I had, we was just arguing and stuff. So when she told me, some girl's looking for you over a guy, I'm like...
But that's what I was trying to explain to you. Like, you have these guys, there's no telling.
Let her
It's
finish
a-
because she's putting her foot in her mouth. Go ahead.
So I didn't believe her. Like, nobody is coming to look for me. Don't nobody know where I live. So I didn't believe her.
So why are you
There's
making...
only one guy.
So hold on. Why are you making reference to 2 women at all if no women came over to have a problem with you. You would just say, no, Your Honor, no women came over to have a problem. Instead, you said, well, yeah, I did have a problem with a couple of women, but they just didn't come over. You did have a problem. What you say is that the problem she had with those two women was brought home. They came looking for her.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the rent.
Okay, well, like I said, we signed a lease in November 2013. January 2014 is when we started having most of the issues. She decided to leave like January 20th because she said she was seeing spirits in the home. She would say that she see ghosts on the walls, have dreams about witches fighting her, see devil images on the wall, and I have the tweet to prove that's what she said.
Ma'am, did you ever tell her that?
Yeah, she said the same thing. She said our house felt uncomfortable.
Did you leave as a result of the ghost?
No, I did not. I was pregnant at the time.
I have a tweet that shows.
Okay. Why did you leave?
Because it was just too much going on at the apartment. It was a lot of drama. Her boyfriend basically moved in. They would have loud sex, breaking things in the bathroom. They hold arguments and about girls and exes and stuff like that. It was a whole bunch of drama going on at the house. That's the reason I left.
That's what you told her.
And on top of that, and yes, I do have tweets about talking about spirits and stuff because we had mutual conversations in her room about that.
Let's see it. I ain't paying rent if I'm not in that apartment. Damn spirits and S. I told them, nobody listens. So you put the rent right there in comparison with discussing the spirits. So I'm inclined to believe that the rent and your tenancy did have something to do with the spirits. Otherwise, you wouldn't have mentioned it in the same context. Now, how do I know which months that she owes for? Because clearly, she's not admitting to anything today, even with the evidence and even with putting her foot in her own mouth. Go ahead. What months are you suing for?
The last month she paid was January. That shows there she left January 14th. Our rent is always due on the 1st. So she paid for January. However, she left on like the 20th, which I have text messages of her saying she left. So she didn't pay from February on out.
All right. And that came to $3,082. What does that represent?
That is the judgment that was placed on because once she left, I had to maintain the rent on my own.
And you have a judgment already. Do you have evidence of that judgment?
Yes.
We have evidence of a judgment of what she owes. I don't even need to talk to her anymore and listen to her contemptuous testimony and head rolling and eyes rolling. I'm going to tell her to pay and throw her out. $3,082. Have a good day. That's your judgment to be enforced based on what you already have.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
There you go, miss.
My mom said hi to you, too.
Okay. Could have said that when the cameras were rolling.
You know, it's not really any hard problems. We kind of had things settled. I just pretty wanted to just get this legal stuff out the way. That's really it. So there's no hard feelings with us anymore. So.
Yeah, same way.